Teams. Coco Chaos wants Sin to have a game. And here we are, and Sin, I should have guessed why he was in the chat. I don't know if he's not playing tonight, but he's not playing game one, as Fueled by Waifu is trying this lineup of Firefly, Wu-Tang Moose the captain, and a new addition to their squad, Bolts. Here's Moose, drops it down to Bolts. Bolts sends a banger, and Fugi,
outstanding,
amazing save, and a big shot from the Moose. So far, so good for them.
This is my heater. I dare you to hit it.
Firefly on the back pass, and every team member of Waifu was rolling on that one. And Sin is out for the night, so he will not be substituted. He's gonna watch on, and we'll see how this fares. Fueled by Waifu not having the level of success that they're used to as they enter this game 1 and 2. Paradox gets the rob. He's driving down, good opportunity, and Firefly makes a play in his corner. Good pass, good set, and Firefly gets a touch out once more. Bolts had a mind to turn around and make the play. Crossing in, Paradox sends it out into the field. Great dunk by Fugi. Fugi serving as the captain for Minimal, and now a save by Zoomin. Here's Firefly. Sends a shot. It was almost a pass. 50 goes up to the ceiling. Firefly drops it down. And our first demo.
That's assault, brother.
Firefly sends a wide shot, but keeping pressure. Fugi, 100 boost. No possession. Moose, the owner of the sole goal in this game one matchup so far. Firefly cuts it off at around midfield, and it's been a while since I've seen Firefly play, and he looks very good, very fast, very decisive in his movements, and another team play for Waifu. Bolts gets it around, gets the fake, and doesn't need to do more than that, and gets the team involved as well. And Paradox, they're AFK. Paradox not there, and IGL rules will require us to continue this game. I'm not, it doesn't look ping related. You hope everything's okay. It might be something else. Okay, he did lose connection straight out. So for those of you new to IGL, they will play through this, but Paradox can rejoin the match at any time. So we'll be looking forward to that. But perhaps the damage has been done. A 2-goal lead before the AFK turned into a 3-0 lead. And if Minimal can hang on and allow Paradox to return, maybe even score a goal,
you're not that guy, pal,
then they'll be in much better position. Paradox does rejoin the game. Sends a shot. Bolts gets up, gets beat. Fugi sends it to the corner. Firefly launches it. No one's home. Paradox is there. The defenders can't get to it.
I wouldn't venture out there, fellas. This sniper's got talent.
What a shot. I was already complimenting Firefly earlier, but that shot calls for a few more. Well played, and tier 2 or not, you bang a shot like that as fast as that no one's expecting, good things will happen. Bolts off his wall, great touch for him. Wu-Tang Moose battling through, and Fugi down the sideline. Good plays here, and Firefly is just gonna dice it out. Moose from front post. Paradox driving around. 50's out. Firefly can't get to it. Here's Fugi trying one more time, but again he runs into a member of Waifu. Demos have been few and far between, but they have existed. And I like to think of it as the teams keeping one another honest. Firefly gets up. Good adjustment. Keeping the defense on notice, and Bolts, he wants something over the backboard. He's going to survey the field, see what he has, goes to beat one. Zoom in has an opportunity, but Firefly is there. And there's a shot, and Minimal almost got shut out in this first matchup, but they sneak one in 25 seconds.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
This game should be all but over, but let's see. I've seen some crazy things in here, chat. Crazy things on this channel. Zoom in catches. Dunked by Firefly. And down to the turf. Waifu strikes first. Much needed momentum when you're going up against an opponent that may have a marginal amount of more confidence than you. They come in with a 2-1 record, and if Waifu wins, they'll both be at 500, 2-2 each of them. So it does have a playoff feel to it. Firefly 599, 2-goal effort for the MVP. Bolts driving it in the corner, crosses and down to the field, and let's talk about it, chat. Hold on. Up against the crossbar. Great save by Bolts. Tried to turn clear, but Fugi's there. Obama self dropping in. Love seeing a game one Dubsky. And as I was saying, this is why we play the series format. Paradox can't get to it. He had plenty of boosts. I'm not sure what he wanted. Maybe he thought there was a defender down there, but it was just him, ball, and goal. Bolts gets up. He gets dunked. Firefly almost out of position, but plays it well. 0 boost. Tries to play wisely. Another demo. Under a minute now, still scoreless. $50 to the corner. Out on the field. Good movement here from Waifu. Every member touched the ball to get it down the field, but Minimal falling for none of it. Zoomin drives through. Loses the ball. Paradox is there trying to scan the field. Fugi's already up in the air. Had the right idea. Just showed his hand a little too soon. The drop down pass, and Wu-Tang Moose gets it done.
También se prepara este mangranero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
¡Ojo a Cristiano! ¡Cristiano en el área! ¡Sigue Cristiano!
No, Sin is on the team. He's out tonight. I think he's in chat with us, but he's not gonna play tonight. But you know, if we were wanting to find out whether that would be a hindrance or they'd be fine, Early data says fine. Here's Zoomin. He gets tied up. Ball at midfield. It's up for grabs. Fugi driving down to the corner. Here comes Bolton. He gets dunked. Firefly needs to make this touch, and he does. Waifu looking to give themselves some breathing room. Paradox slicing through defenders. And Minimal, you can see the urgency in their movements and their aggressive positioning. They really want to come away from this one with a goal. And they do. We all saw it. Firefly gives them that opportunity. And halfway through game number 2, and we are tied 1-1. There's a demo.
Get him a body bag. Yeah.
And a second one, and Paradox drives up to the ball. Fugi looking to collect it. Off the wall himself. Bolts gets it up to his captain, and Moose can't turn around for it. Looks like Waifu had an opportunity and a save by Bolts. Zoomin can double here. Not quite. Paradox gonna go toe-to-toe with Firefly. Drives early. And Fugi with the save.
Outstanding.
What a read. Talk about watching your ball cam. I thought that one might slip through.
Off the post!
But Fugi head on a swivel. Nothing gets by him. Another demo.
Oh.
Paradox. Great reach. Great speed to get up to make that touch. Off the backboard, Firefly needs one out. Bolts goes for the redirect. He needed a little hopper. Misses the touch. Here's Bolts. Drops it in the infield. Firefly gets beat. There's trouble. They can't slice it out. Moose will go to work. Paradox. Paradox does not seem like he's interested in shadowing. If he gets put on defense, he is going to just jump on you immediately. He doesn't want you to even think about dribbling. 50 goes to orange corner. Zoom in. Rolls up. He might lose possession here. He needs help. Boogie drives down the field. Tries to get the clear. Wu-Tang Moose is there. Wu-Tang Moose can't get to it. Firefly back to the corner. Good touch by Paradox. Drives down the field on blue side for the moment. Moose up to Bolts. Bolts drops it down to Firefly. And Firefly, valiant effort, but needed a little more spice on that shot. It was very well defended by Minimal. But Waifu, they do like their passing plays when they can hit them. But Minimal isn't going to allow the easy stuff.
Fight!
Zoomin up the wall, 100 boost, but he gets swatted. Bolts drives in. He's going to let this one go. And Firefly trying to get past Zoomin. Zoomin gets back, 100 boost for him again. Firefly tries the angle out to Bolts. Bolts goes high. Here's the waterfall. Moose is looking. Firefly can't get to it. Paradox has the net and he gets it. Paradox. "27 seconds in, and that is just unfortunate. At least two members of Waifu had a chance to make the potentially goal-saving touch before it even got to midfield, and they just fall short in overtime. Fugi, MVP, 364, 1 goal, 2 saves, 4 shots. And we are tied in the series. Best of 5 still here. And an early shot, and Zoomin wanted to keep it interesting. Gets up at the last minute. Drops it down. A lot of action in the blue paint. Fugi turns around again. He is no stranger to short cycling and doing quick turns. This one goes off the backboard. And Minimal, they may have discovered a way they want to play this Waifu team. Vex, you've made your return. Welcome. And here we are. Fueled by Waifu, just let it hang around. You see the demo. You gotta make your saves and you have to make your clears. And Minimal seems like they're very comfortable just leaning on this Waifu team now. Moose banking around to the backboard. Firefly's up in the air. What a shot. Bolts is going to try his hand. Off the backboard once more, and Moose has a shot, runs into a pair of defenders. Waifu trying to keep the offensive pressure going, but that may have subsided already. And Bolts, I've always been a big fan of Bolts' mechanics. A keyboard and mouse player, but Paradox, a fantastic solo effort here.
Mathematical!
Slices through 2 defenders and nothing but net after that. Minimal looking to run away with maybe not only this game 3, but also the series. And Bolt showing us what he can do.
That was legitness.
Beats 2 defenders himself, and there you see the adjustment once more. Keyboard and mouse, how does he do it? Great response by Waifu, great response by Bolts. Bolts with the catch. He knows he has time. Pops it up, maybe for himself, maybe for a defender. Neither touches. Zoomin has an opportunity. Couldn't quite get it. And Waifu has to be careful with those kind of plays. They have to make sure they're calming. Have to make sure they stay disciplined and focused. Firefly pops it up. He wanted it for Moose, maybe. Paradox with a relatively easy save. Gets a fake on Bolty Boy. Out to the corner. 50 up. Another 50 shot and save there. Bolts and Zoomin on the play. We've seen this before. Waifu, they need the save, they need the clear, they need the space. Minimal is just way too good at capitalizing in these scenarios. Redirect by Bolts. Moose, great read, looks a little wide, and it is. Tries to go for the double. Great defense. Touch here. Drops it down. And Bolts will double touch off the backboard, but a save by Paradox. Bolts almost put the team on his back, and there's a runaway ball. Fugi in the back, and this is something that is getting more and more consistent for Minimal. It's their positioning, their defensive positioning, their rotations is there. It has been there and in a very consistent way. And when they need it, when they need something on offense, they're able to pressure, they're able to press. But when they when they're transitioning, when they're on defense, someone is always there. That someone got beat. Bolts pleads his case. A shot by Moose. And the save sends it out wide. Driving down the field. 50 against the wall. Zooming. Here's Moose. Clapping down and goes for the dunk. Good pressure here by Blue. Bolts clearing the way, clearing the wall. Firefly drops it, slices it himself. This one needs Moose and a save.
Outstanding.
Bolts is in the air and it's in. Fantastic play by Waifu, giving Minimal a little bit of their own medicine. Minimal knows what it feels like to play sound defense and really just not get rewarded for it. Fugi with the shot, save, and Firefly finishes it up. And Bolts with the dagger. That should be the go-ahead for game number 3. But the absolute laser, 10 seconds left in this one. And I said earlier that Bolts tried to put the team on his back, but he has the hat trick. He has the hat trick in this game 3, let it be known. And now Firefly not to be outdone. Once the cushion, once the stats, once the spread. Waifu up by 2. Pop high. This one, it can't be done here. Minimal has to pack it in and get ready for game 4. And it is match point for Fueled by Waifu. There's Bolts with the aforementioned hat trick. 3 goals, 2 saves, 5 shots. Look at the shots here. 14 shots from Waifu. 8 saves from Minimal, and it was just that kind of game, especially towards the end. Minimal felt the pressure. Waifu, like I said, maybe trying to cool off, trying to collect themselves. Maybe they didn't like how close it was, you know, until the very end, and maybe they're trying to shore up a few more things before we head into game 4, taking the full 60-second intermission. Both teams in. Here it is. Match point. Do or die for Minimal. See if they can bounce back. And a save by Zoomin. 50 up, corner out. And both teams just right back at it with breakneck speeds. They both want this game 4. Minimal obviously wants to force a 5th game to keep their chances of a series win alive. And Waifu, they need this. They need this. They've had a rough season. Definitely hasn't gone according to plan. They're trusting the process. They're staying patient. And they would be very pleased to end it here. Bolts wins the 50. Zooming. Off the corner. I'm not sure if he was trying to musty or what, but Firefly lays a demo down. Bolts can't make the touch. The hero from game number 3. I thought he went up a little awkward. Moose loses possession off the backboard, and Zoomin will strike first on behalf of Minimal. Up by 1 early in game number 4. Shot for Moose. Pops up to the ceiling. Paradox driving it through. Off the backboard, it's going to waterfall. That's going to be opportunity, and Fugi recognizes the same thing and makes sure he cleans the glass. Bolts drops it down. There's a demo.
Brutality.
Bolts has the dribble, has the flick, but Zoomin has the save. Zoomin still playing in front post. Chops it up to midfield. Moose is there. Crosses. They need a shooter. Bolts coming in a little late. And he dunks it in. Bolts.
Jeepers, mister, you're really strong.
The whole team was there, front row seats, and you have to be. You have to be. There's no way you're going to double commit on a routine defensive save, but Bolts gets up a little higher, has a little more velocity. That looks like it's on, and a save by Paradox.
Outstanding.
Drops it down. Zoomin gets beat on the dribble, and it drives downfield, and this is going to be a battle till the bitter end. I can feel it. I can feel it. Two talented teams, neither of them backing down. Neither of them seem like they can get rattled. If you remember correctly, Waifu had to make a comeback victory for game number 3. Fugi's already up in the air with a pretty jump in the shot. That's something to rally your team.
That was legitness.
Right down the pipe, leading by 1. Minimal. Vex says clip it. Another demo right off the kickoff, and no!
Outstanding.
I thought Moose had the quick response, but Paradox slides in, pinches out with the post, and they may be able to force game 5. Fugi is tackled by Moose. Moose takes his time and bolts with boost. He's gonna take time of his own. Pops up, splits defenders. No shooter, and Moose a little too far back. And once you miss an opportunity, you're too close, too far back. And Zoomin pops up to the back wall, and Bolts is in there for a bit. Firefly up there, great pressure. Waifu, the miss. Bolts, again, the hero in game 3. He hit a few of those shots in that matchup. Had a similar one now, but couldn't take advantage, and we're taking down to 60 seconds. Firefly driving in. Moose calls him off. Ball gets back to Bolts, but Zoomin is able to win a gnarly 50. Some fancy footwork by Fugi. And it's just like I said, chat, to the bitter end. This one, Bolts has an opportunity, but Paradox smashes into him, disrupts the shot. Must be very aggravating for Waifu. Every time they think they get a shot, a savvy, minimal defender just clamps down on him and shuts it off immediately. Fugi again with a across the field carry. Firefly turns in, he wins. Last possession, we know Paradox's MO. He's not gonna wait to play defense. Zoomin touches out big. And we will get game 5. We will ready up. Paradox 444 MVP just off of assists and just off saves, no shots, and it just seems like that's what kind of player he is. He just wants to play his part, play his role, and he does it well. What a solo play by Moose. 9 seconds in, Firefly drops it off the ceiling. Rather ill-advised touch, and Moose just puts that Batmobile all into the face cam of that last man back. And this is exactly what you want in game 5. Your nerves may get the better of you. You want some breathing room, and you can get it. So a 1-goal lead should be able to loosen up your shoulders a little bit, loosen up your stance, clear your mind. Let's see how they utilize it. Firefly sends it wide, tries to double. Fugi is gonna tip it out. We know he has the touches. Fugi goes for the shot, keeps it wide. Bolts needs to hit that one, and he does not. Lets it pass. I'm not sure what he thought he had, but Fugi will get the assist on that.
Can I get a oh yeah?
Paradox, I see now, great angle from the director cam. Paradox put it behind Bolts. Bolts thought he can turn into the defensive play, and before we were even done with the breakdown, a big win on the kickoff, and Bolts has dunked himself. And a 2-goal swing almost immediately. 3 goals under a minute in game 5. You gotta love it. There's big out into the field, and I will say Minimal has played a lot more sound as far as on the field positioning is concerned. Waifu, they've been very opportunistic, but Minimal has been very consistent, and I think that's something that's benefited him probably not only in the season but definitely tonight as well. Bolts tries a back pass, gets some breathing room. Moose sends it away into a pair of defenders. That's what I'm keep saying. Minimal is disciplined. They're not gonna let you get behind them very easily. You have to make plays like this. Firefly, great adjustment. Moose goes flying. Bolt sends one. It's wide. No one's there. And a great recovery by Minimal. I'm not sure what Moose saw. I think he assumed a defender might be in the net still, but they were already pulled out. Drops it down. Bolts with an opportunity, and there's just a handful of these touches that made by Waifu that almost just relinquishes possession immediately. Here's Moose, beats a defender, and boom, sends it right up to Zuman. And Minimal has proven time and time again that they're willing to take advantage. You're not going to catch them flat-footed. You're not going to catch them off guard. They're willing to take what you give them. Moose spins out on the touch. Firefly gets up. Nice 50. Let's see what Bolts has here. Goes wide, and a save by Fugi. Just stays very strong and stoic on the front post, and they might swing this one as well. Moose up to Bolts. Bolts back down to Firefly, and Firefly's in for the play. Are you kidding?
Oh yeah, banana bread, bro!
Tough to beat. We saw Fueled by Waifu flirt with a similar play. Didn't hit it, and that one, they strike gold. Moose going for the double off the backboard. Let's see if Minimal is a little stunned from that. Bolts lets this behind him. Tries to sneak it in. Bolts is there once more. Gets a fake. Zero boost. Wisely played. And the boost will cost him a 50. There's a bump from Bolts. Firefly coming around. He has the space, and Fugi puts it right back out. Moose came up a little too strong in the midfield and then can't negotiate out of the corner. Paradox going for the solo. And now Moose coming around the bend behind two defenders. He has some opportunity here. He goes for pass. Firefly wasn't quite ready for it. Wasn't ready for that particular read. Touch there. Firefly sends it. Nobody home. Minimal. Somewhat of a back-breaking play.
Can I get a, oh yeah?
And that's what it is. Up until that exact goal, Minimal had been so sound with their positioning, with their rotations. I didn't even see in the replay what the breakdown was, but it cost them. 20 seconds left. You know they're not going to give up. Paradox tries for the shot, keeps it wide. Second shot goes wide, and it's in again. Fueled by Waifu gets stunned. There was the opposite problem. Everyone was there. They didn't know who would shoot, and now it looks like overtime, but hold on. Bolts gets it up. This is shootable, and a great play. I didn't see who that was in the corner.
Fight!
Moose sends it out to the wall, crosses the net. No shooter there, a little too fast. And you would like to think there's no such thing when setting your team up for a pass, but that one may have been it. Bolts coming around the bend. He looks fast, he looks speedy. Moose is there, sends a wide shot. Bolts with the boost starve. Firefly collects it. Dunks on the 50, rolls up neutral. And a great touch out by Bolts. He has an opportunity, but he also runs into two defenders, and that's what it is for Minimal. You have to stick with what works. They have that layered positioning, those great dunks, those booming touches, and that is what they've built their wins off of. Zoomin gets it. Paradox keeping it alive. No one touching. Fugi coming up. He rolls it, and a save.
Outstanding.
I wasn't sure anyone would get to it, but Firefly at the last second redirect for him now on the other end. A no touch from Fugi. Someone who had been lights out gets back. Moose can't do it. Bolts with the pass. Firefly looks like he was a little too close to the play, trying to get the demo. Ticking upwards to 2-minute overtime now. Moose with a great touch. Bolts trying to keep it interesting. Firefly will look on, and he'll 50. 50 from Bolts. Out of the corner. Cross in, drops it down. Bolts with a pass back, and Firefly again. I'm not sure if there was some hesitation. Wasn't quite ready for that, and now Waifu's in trouble. And they get a stay of execution, but for how long? They're still playing defense. They still have to make their clear. This is trouble, and the double touch from Paradox. Exactly as I was saying. Waifu had been burned on those plays time and time again throughout the series. And Minimal does it in overtime. GG's all around. What a series. We'll be speaking with Fugi in the post-game interview. But what up, Sam? I don't think I said what up to you. I needed a breather during that one. F you, Fury, you ignored me. You saw the action. I had to. Calling out to Fugi now. Here he is, Fugi.
Whoa.
Ooh, what's your heart rate right now?
I don't know. I can't feel it right now. That game 5 overtime was insane.
It was insane. I think you guys scored with about 10 seconds left to force overtime. What were comms like during that?
We're getting hyped. When we're down by 1, we're just getting hyped.
Yeah.
This is probably the closest game we've had in a while. So.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. How's the season been? This one puts you guys to 3-1, I believe. So not perfect, but it pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We had fun. Hopefully, they had fun too, because that was.
I'm sure they did. They actually play for my org, and they were really hoping for this one. Just trying to right the ship on the season. They have some new personnel, and this one's gonna hurt a little bit. But,
I remember they played for Galactic Gaming last circuit.
They did,
and
yeah.
I remember I think it was close too, but they took it.
Yes, it was. So yeah, similar people. Sin was out for tonight, and just a classic matchup. Anything that you want to remark about that you saw in particular that you felt on the field?
They had really good pressure, and they had really good defense as well. But I'm pretty sure it's just unlucky goals from like what they couldn't save, and then I guess rotations weren't that good too. But I mean, they played really fucking good.
Yeah,
solid.
Right. Both teams played very well. I don't know. I want to give you guys a lot of credit on the goals that you did score, especially when you had that constant perpetual pressure. I mean, that's what sealed the series really in overtime. You guys put a ball close to the net, just somewhere around, and then just keep banging, keep chipping away, and then you just exhaust them on defense, and then you'd finally get it in on a goal that looks simple. But I think an outsider might not understand that you really have to work up the nerve to start half rotating and make those cuts and keep your touches true to set up those situations.
Yeah.
But I don't want to keep you too long, sir. Congrats, a big win. Good luck the rest of the way. Anything else from you? Shout outs, plugs?
Nah, not really. But thanks for the cast, homie.
Definitely, man. Good talking to you.
All right, man.
Peace.
Have a good one.
All right, Fugi gets the win. He's calm. He's more calm than me. That was a crazy match. Alligator Source raiding on the interview. We'll keep the raids going. I followed some other IGL casters earlier today, so we'll get it done. But thanks for joining me. Like I said, we're gonna find some Rocket League action for you. A few moments here.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf! What is she doing? I never know what she's doing back there.
You rated me so I wouldn't have to. Oh, I like choosing. I like picking favorites. No, Solanalo. I don't know him. I haven't seen his full cast, but he's new, and then we gotta support. We gotta encourage people. If you enjoy my cast, I promise. I was pretty bad at one point, so let's support any way we can.